Hello and welcome to the Weather Hazard Briefing presented by National Weather Service Pocatello for Wednesday, December 29th. This is what you'll see in this presentation. We have two winter storms over the next 3 days expected. The first one arrives during the morning today and exits late tonight. This storm will have breezy to windy conditions as well, and this will cause some blowing and drifting this afternoon and during the overnight hours. Second one arrives by Thursday afternoon. It continues snow through Friday evening. That would be New Year's Eve. At this time, the winter weather advisory level snow is limited to the northeast corner of our forecast area and the Bear River range of mountains. Elsewhere, it will be light snow, which for the purposes of this briefing is 6 inches or less, and a lot of it less than 3 inches. Temperatures will warm, but it will still stay below freezing through this period. And by first night, that is New Year's Eve, Arctic air is expected to return. So let's look at the weather risk outlook for the next 5 days. We have snow, some places just a chance of snow like the South Hills and Lemhi County, but elsewhere lots of light to moderate snow in the southeast highlands and eastern highlands. And this is where we have the bulk of our winter weather advisories. We also have winter weather advisories in the northern end of the Snake River Plain. We'll map those out for you here in a little bit. Thursday, the snow continues. Again, the focus is pretty much in the same locations, the northern end of the Snake River Plain and the eastern highlands. By Friday, you can see it's starting to decrease, and then the bitter cold sets in that evening, Friday night, continues into Saturday morning. And you can see for the first few days, 2 days at least of the new year, we're just looking at some really cold temperatures. Not much going on in the precipitation with just a slight chance of snow continuing in the eastern highlands. Here is a satellite image. You can see basically here's our next storm, and here this massive cloudiness coming in. Back here, this brief clearing is what will be over us probably after midnight tonight. All right, so this is a map showing where our watches, warnings, and advisories are. These are all snow or winter weather advisories. You can see it does include the Island Park area, including the Centennial Mountains, the Big Hole Mountains, and then the Bear River range of mountains. And then the northern end of the Snake River Plain. The one reason why there's this donut hole over the Teton Valley is that our criteria for the Snake River Plain actually go below 6 inches. But once you get into the highlands, including the Teton Valley, that threshold is actually higher. It's at 6 inches or more. So Driggs area, the Teton Valley, they're only looking at 1 to 4 inches, which is very similar to what Rexburg and Idaho Falls will be getting. But that actually triggers a winter weather advisory for the Snake River Plain. So that's the reason for the donut hole. All right, so we have widespread snow everywhere during the day today. Here's the low this morning. It will be spreading through, and later on tonight it will be passing through, and we'll see diminished snowfall. So let's watch that progression. So here's this morning until 5 a.m. Some light snow continuing. This is actually, a lot of this fell from the previous storm, and we're actually kind of quiet right at 5 a.m. here. And then you can see it starts to develop once again, 1 to 2 inches in some of these locations during the morning hours. And then some additional snow here. It sort of intensifies for the afternoon. And then it starts to die down in the central Idaho mountains and actually intensifies, especially in the southeast highlands here during the evening until 11 p.m. And then you can see after 11 p.m. it dies off considerably, mostly limited to 1 to 2 inches, and basically areas for east of I-15 and in the rough terrain. The other thing we have headed our way is we do have some breezy conditions. These are the maximum gusts. You can see here at 2 p.m. it is enough to start lifting snow. That continues into the evening hours. And then here at 8 p.m. it's still going. And so we could see some issues with some drifting snow helping to hamper road clearance efforts. And at 11 p.m. you can see it's actually starting to increase, so it's actually even stronger during the late night hours. And here are the temperatures for today. You can see compared to yesterday where we struggled to get above 20 degrees. Today, really pretty easy. We're under southwest flow once again. We've eliminated the northerly flow. And so even Rexburg will see 20 degrees. All right, on to Thursday. Again, widespread snow, but again, this is light snow. Here it is starting 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. Again, the focus is watch this northeast corner and down here in the Bear River Range. You see it intensifies during the afternoon. Continues that way in the evening hours. And then late Thursday night, early Friday morning on the last day of the year, it starts to taper off here just a little bit. All right, so here is the 24-hour snowfall on Thursday and Thursday night. And it's very similar to what we're getting during the day, Wednesday and Wednesday night. So again, the yellow areas represent 6 inches or more, which would be winter weather advisory criteria. You can see it's, once again, Big Hole Mountains, Island Park area, and the Bear River Range. And then for the valley floor, we still have a lower threshold. Again, it's 2 to 4 inches here in the northern Snake River Plain. And so that basically constitutes a winter weather advisory there as well. You can see Driggs is getting close to 6 inches, so it's a little bit stronger. So we may do something there, especially if it's windy in the Teton Valley. So this whole area, once again, probably winter weather advisory. You can see it's starting to increase here in Stanley Basin, but still is very limited areas getting above 6 inches. And here's the winds. This is sample winds for Thursday. You can see it's a little bit stronger, still gusting to around 30 miles an hour in these orange shaded areas, which would definitely cause drifting snow. And here's the highs for Thursday. You can see actually a little bit warmer, with about 2 degrees warmer. And then on Friday, you can see the snow is starting to cease, especially in this shaded area here, what we call this precipitation shadow area, which is the front range of the central Idaho mountains, sort of that southeast corner, and then the Snake River Plain bordering that area. And so watch this evolution. Again, really light snow here in the morning, a lot of it not even registering an inch. And another skiff here during the evening. And here's the 24-hour snowfall for Friday and then New Year's Eve. So you can see most of it in the populated areas should be ceasing during the afternoon. But probably likely to continue, though, here, at least for a little while, in the higher elevations here in the eastern highlands. Most of this is all in the central Idaho mountains, happens during the day. So for New Year's Eve, things will be slackening off. So watch the timing on this. It's still 3 days out, and if it gets delayed at all, we could see something affecting that first night. And here's the highs. You can see it's starting to cool down, especially in the northern end. So that's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always contact us at this telephone number here. Check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.